Hey, what's going on? Hey, hey, what's going on, y'all? Back with another one. Back with another one. This is Thursday Thrills, the 50s. I mean, the 66th edition. Um, let's see what the fuck is going on with my mic. Hold on for a minute. This is really pissing me off. Okay. Let me see what's going on. Yeah, it's like another one. Okay, we're gonna talk about. I got something to talk about this week, and it's a lot of drama in the sports world. So I got a lot to talk about. And then, yeah, we're going to talk about some wild stuff. I'm just looking what's going on. I do not like this software every now and then. You don't usually see this, but my stream deck is fucked up. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I see the gray circle. I didn't know what the fuck. I had to reset my fucking thing because normally it's just, it wants to do this shit when it goes happening. But, anyways, we're going to talk about a lot of things. Yes, we got to talk about certain individuals on YouTube, and we'll talk about what's going on in the place of the sports media landscape, and it's a lot of couple of videos I need to watch. And I think the problem is, like, yeah, we're going to talk about the little bullshit with Dwight and them, and I'm just going to look at it. I'm going to say this. I'm going to change this to, yeah, instead of the activism. That's what's fucking me up right here. Okay, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. We're gonna check something real quick. Let me see, because I can do this better with my phone. Because this other shit. Because I want to get this right. So it's a lot. I don't want to press nothing. What's good? Some yeah. Everybody's doing a thing. Yeah, He says stunning reports real potential suitors could buy ESPN. Uh, Yeah, I've been watching the LDBC channels. They've been going in on KD, and it's just crazy, bro. Yeah, because I want to look at what's going on here. Okay, 3 minutes ago. Okay, two raw. That's good for right now. Yeah, because I gotta watch those guys. But yeah, a lot of things is happening. I heard Dwight Howard's in a sexual assault lawsuit against an individual. He's on his same sexual shit. I know he lives here in Georgia and everywhere else, but after that championship, he done fell off. So that's all I'm gonna say on that. I'm not gonna speak on it. I think Ticket TV covered that, and I watched his clip today, and it's just people are falling apart, man. Like a lot of people with their little get-togethers. But the thing is about just understanding what's going on. Um, the sports world, it's nothing on. I think Corey said, it's just what it is. But and that's how I'm gonna look at it. He said, "Oh, I don't know what Dame is doing." He said, "What Dame is doing? I don't know what he's doing. Dame is doing his thing. So mainly, he's just being himself." But anyways, back to the drama that we hear in sports and all this stuff. I post a lot of stuff, but Yeah, Dwight's in a domestic dispute. I mean, Cameron is clowning him. Everybody's clowning him right now on the internet. You know, I know we ain't gonna speak on Tate's bitch ass because Tate got exposed by a lot of prominent conservatives on the internet. They've been disowned Tate. They never liked Tate in the first place. I don't know why y'all people act surprised. They just don't mess with these guys. But that's the whole point. But I think the White situation, since he's out of the championship fold, um, he's on the backside of his career. You know, it's like it's over for Dwight Howard. So it's nothing he could talk about that's going to save any gestures. You know, I got a lot of content to watch after I get off this stream. I got to check the Ja Rule shit, deal with Millionaire with the dating. We're going to talk a little bit about that. The pineapple shows have been trashed lately. I've just noticed it's a lot of prostitutes and whores on there. I'll say a lot of whores, porn whores all day. But we'll get into that in a minute because now I heard something about the case of Tupac's death, 1996. I don't know how legitimate that is, but shouts out to Tural for speaking that. I believe people are going to look at it. I don't believe that Orlando guy killed him or anything. That's just me. I believe it's somebody else. And it's like a conspiracy who killed Pac. It's more to it because Pac was anti-government anyway and the system. Even though his music, even though he wasn't perfect, but Pac was Pac. He was prominent. It's more than just hip hop. Ain't got nothing to do with no street beat. I just don't believe that. He was on to something. And that's what it was. But but the Scottie Pippen thing, yeah, he's overrated. A lot of people like Scottie because Scottie is a good player. I don't did I think he was a great player to me? No, he's not the greatest small forward I've ever seen. He's just basic as hell. He could even beat the Knicks in '94. So I still say Knicks should have won '94, but me personally, Elijah One was too much. I'm just gonna be real. The Houston Rockets was good. Y'all have to remember Elijah One won the 1986, I believe, Western Conference Finals against the Lakers. And he was inexperienced. Now he fought against Larry Bird in '86, and that's how the Celtics won 1986. So he was fiending for that championship years ago, and now he's got one and won back to back. See, remember Michael Jordan ruled the '90s after he overcame Detroit. And shouts out to Rolf for saying that. That's true. We all remember that, and I remember seeing highlights that when I was 10. I actually saw his first championship at 3 years old, but it's so long ago. But then when I watched the actual game years ago later when NBA TV was a thing back in the day when I was coming up, these players were great. And even if you watch it at this old age, you know how great Jordan was. Now, the 2000s were great as well. Now, I've been watching a lot of channels that revolves around basketball. Um, oh boy, with the Forgotten Players, that's a good channel, by the way, y'all. Like, if y'all want to subscribe, know about basketball history, about the Forgotten Players, I forget his channel. What's the channel's name? Forgotten Players Profiles. That's a good channel. And I recently saw the Michael Finley. He did a good job on that. He did a good job with Sam Cassell. He did a good job with Rashard Lewis. And he did win a championship with the Heat. And it's been a minute. Yeah, he did. He won that 2013 championship with the Heat. Sam Cassell won the '08 championship. Michael Finley won one with the '03 Spurs. See, I forgot about Michael Finley. Michael Finley was one of my favorite, I think, wing guys and guards. He's good. But when his best years was Dallas. He helped build that team and helped build Dirk the way it was. So I go way back when Michael Finley was the man before there was Dirk. I always liked the Mavericks, but that's how I knew he was good. And Dallas just poorly utilized him. So that's a whole nother story on that. Now, Steve Smith, did he win a championship of some sorts? To be honest with you, he won the championship with the '03 Spurs. No, Michael Finley didn't win with '03, so it's my fault. No, he didn't. He won the '05 Spurs. Excuse me. Correction on my part. Michael Finley won one. I believe was it '05 or '07. I believe it was 2007. One of them two. Was it '07 or '08? It's '05. I gotta see. I gotta check Michael Finley out because mainly it is what it is. Yeah, it's just it's crazy. But did Michael Finley? I want to type in Michael Finley because I forget what championship he won. Because I did see that guy was correct. Forgotten players profiles, and Yeah, because he met Michael Jordan when he was young. He's from the Midwest area. Michael Finley. Yeah, I need to look at him. Yeah, he's this dude was great. He was something else. He don't get the respect that he does, and they don't talk about him a lot. He's the one that made Dallas what it was. Now it's Celtics in his career. What did he win an NBA championship? Because I'm trying to figure out what year. Because I remember it was one of them years. Yeah, it was 2007. He was part of that. He's part of that 2007 Spurs team. Yeah, he won that. Yeah, yeah, that I remember that, and he swept the team. That shows right there. Let me know it is what it is. She leaving Vegas. Yeah, Michael Finley. I saw that from the Forgotten Profiles channel. That's a good channel, and they did it right. Yeah, he won one in '07. I do remember that. This 6'7" wing guy, and he also played the two spot too, but he also played the wing as well. Yeah, he was good in Wisconsin those years, and then he met Michael Jordan years ago. Even though he was born in Illinois, he's from Illinois, but went to Wisconsin, so he met Michael Jordan. Yeah, his career with the Phoenix Suns was something else. His years with Phoenix was 95 to 96 season. That was decent, but got traded off season to the Dallas Mavericks 1996, and he helped their rise from 96 to 2005. His best years was in Dallas. I don't care what nobody said. His best years were in Dallas. Now he did win a championship with the Spurs in 2007. Now 2005, the Spurs already won a championship, right? But in reality, he wasn't part of that '05 team. So he actually played with him in '06, and then he left him in 2010 in a trade or whatever with the Celtics. So that's the era that he talking about, the Spurs era. So he did win the '07 championship. He was in the '06 NBA playoffs. So his career, yeah, he won a championship with the Spurs, and I thought that was very unique. Salute to Michael Finley, man. Like I always liked him as a player. And I'm glad there's channels like this talk about these forgotten players, because I like watching shit like that. It takes me back to my teen years of my childhood, man. Like these players was something to me growing up. Terrell Brandon, they did a good job with him. I'm just talking about what I've seen on YouTube, where I've been watching from my own view. Sam Cassell, they did him right. They did everybody right, and I've seen a little bit of everybody too. Kendall Gill, I saw that one. But my man John the Analyst is going in on red, bro. Woo! I saw his clip. I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna leave that alone because that's a whole nother story on that. NBA fans is viciously go after ESPN for trying to diminish the legacy of Kobe Bryant. Shouts out to Dreamers Pro, Charles Tabansi. That's a good channel. Him and Too Raw for Sports, man. That shit is wild, bro. Yeah, man. Like a lot of these people, I get caught up in the sports world a lot, even though it's bland. He said, pause. Yeah, Sean Marion. Yeah, Sean Marion was a beast. But what I've seen lately, yes, Dwight is kind of zesty. He's always have been. And that's why Kobe probably called himself. That's what who said that? Basketball Profiles 2.0. He's the one that does Shattered Dreams. He's a good channel too. Y'all need to subscribe. Boy, oh boy. I know he's on Rumble. He can't say what he want to say because Rumble is a leeway for that. But we ain't gonna get into that. Rumble's a nice channel, but I'll think about it if I have an extra computer, whatever. Or I can use this computer and just get a profile on it. But yeah, but Rumble ain't for me because if you're doing the same thing, I just use code words. I don't even say nothing about the same sexuals, man. They get on my nerves. We already know they finish, and things is about to change, and they don't want that. That's why Google and YouTube will falter in the future if they ain't careful, because there's other computers competing with them too. So it's a whole lot going on. But Dwight's in a lawsuit, a sexual lawsuit, by the way. We ain't gonna get into details because I've heard different channels. explain that. It's just this dude is back on his BS again. And y'all don't want to know. Yeah, it's a threesome with two guys, one dressed like a woman, and the other guy, he tried to force the other guy, the straight guy, to have intercourse. But we ain't gonna get into that. That's a whole nother uh I won't say stream, but I'll use it subliminally on a vlog stream and just y'all get the hint. And I'll point the channels that y'all need to go listen to, and then they on Rumble as well. And you'll see what I'm talking about. He's all in the news. Everybody's on him on the internet. So Zion Williamson done died down. Now everybody's talking about this distraction with Adam 22. He's nothing but a porn star and his wife. Apparently, the wife said she loved what they will say to BBC, right? The dude, he's a star too, just like him. They've been doing this for years, and they hired this guy, the cuckold, right? Adam doesn't like that. Adam's a hypocrite. Adam's a hypocrite. He was getting jealous. His wife got jealous one time before she got married. Before they got married, he was messing around with other women doing film stations too, because they're in the same industry. But now, when she does something, there's a problem. There's some truth to that. You know, both sides is not innocent on this. They participate. That's what you sign up for. And there you are. See, their lifestyle is unconventional. And I'll tell you why it's unconventional. When you have unconventional lifestyles, it's really the norm. That's why it doesn't bother me when Adam gets called, rhymes with duck, which we say cuck, but that's a whole nother story. You get what you get, but you got to understand something. That guy did what he came to do. Now, I watched another channel and they talked about Corey Holcomb when he said this. You can't let these females have overpower you like that because they want nonchalant guys. The reason I did that pre-recording, you got to be nonchalant. There's several YouTubers saying the same thing I said years ago, and I've said this in the workplace years ago, how to deal with them, and I've been seeing this stuff for years. Why you gotta be nonchalant ever before, and the reason you want to be nonchalant, you gotta understand this stuff is a problem. It's a problem to everybody. If you want to deal with females, you got to be nonchalant about everything. Now, you can speak your mind, but don't speak your mind too much because most women don't want an honest man. So-called women, so-called modern, what do you want to call modern women, or should we say females, so-called women, right? Does not want an honest guy. They say they do, but they really don't. The action says another, right? Why in the hell would they want an honest man? It's just, I don't get why people don't understand that because a lot of people just don't want to deal with people all the time. So again, I look at the big picture and I look at where we're at today. So when you're doing live stream, you see people doing podcasts talking about relationships. It's a broken, unconventional sickness. But did you know that most people that's married are losers? And I'm sorry to say they are. The most married people I've seen on YouTube are losers. The ones that got the most views and subscribers, they're losers. And they constantly online. And that's why OnlyFans is still popping. Everything is still popping because it's entertainment. You got to understand, most of what they call social media or social network, it's entertainment now. Once it became entertainment, that's when it's dead. Nobody's learning anything. And I was watching the Dan Levitar show, a clip talking about the modern day people. They know they get to pay to say they wrong stuff. Like he mentioned Colin Cowherd. Colin Cowherd makes that for a living. Even if he's right or wrong, it don't matter. He always says the outrageous stuff. He was doing that in ESPN with the Dominican in the schools. He uses analogies. His business is analogies. The stuff he says, it's a great style. It works. Skip tried to do that years and tried to do this debate format, created this stuff. But did you know he birthed a lot of those guys? Skip was the guy. But he's not one of my favorite people, but he'd be trolling. That style Dan was saying, and I just watched recently, it works. It's a business for that. There's a reason why online, you could get away with that on the internet, especially YouTube or any platform. They want you like that in a way. Technically, away from the relationships, it's two things you can thrive on YouTube. Drama and politics go together, right? Relationships is probably the second thing to talk about. Does it make you a lot of money? No. I'll tell you a secret. If you have a female co-host, or if she's the lead star, you're the co-host and you're not the star. If she's the star of her own channel and you're just a guest on the channel on live streams, she's gonna make more money than you. Period. I'm talking about on the internet. That's how they thrive. And second, if you're a smart dude, she'll like you, but does she really like you? No. And if you're not, if you're needy, you know, one of those guys that she can make a simp out of you. She wants control deep down. Most of them want control. The more control she has over you, she got you. They play on your weakness and they don't respect honest men. That's why honest men, if you're out there, if you're struggling or try to fight against these things that are not women, they look good, but their stuff is blown out, like my man Millionaire said and everybody else saying, be nonchalant, man. That's the way to go. Without even troubles. They're not bringing nothing to the table. You got a lot of them say, I bring a lot to the table. Well, that's not true. You're bringing sexual content to the table of yourself. And you're not really doing anything about it. You're just hurting yourself in the way. Now, the men do it too in some aspects, yes, but men ain't out here doing it all the time because we get blackballed on these networks. I'm just telling you what I've seen. I've seen this years ago as well in 2012, and then they was pushing woman when this channel was blowing up. That's what they're pushing. They've been doing this for years. And Jamel Hill threw a shot at Stephen A. Smith and ESPN. Stephen A. Smith apparently did not like Dan Le Batard saying that on his show. I'll tell you why he was mad at Dan Le Batard. He was mad at him because she said some controversial shit that's factual about ESPN, and Stephen A. took offense to that. The reason he won't go after Jamel Hill, she's a female, it would look bad on his premise on the world's mainstream sports media. You know why? Because he is a sucker. He got pumped by Michelle Beadle, and shouts out to Corey Holcomb for saying that, and that's facts. I remember seeing that, and yeah, that dude's a hoe, bro. And that's why I said he will never go after Jamel Hill. He'll never. Because he's soft. Let's just keep it real. That's why Stephen A. Smith is a joke, man. Like, he's not the guy. And Disney's about to sell ESPN. And I've been saying this, they was going to sell. I said this on a couple of streams. They were going to sell it anyway. Is Google in that realm? Yes. A lot of these companies that made a lot of money on these sites, can they sell these products? Yes. And somebody's going to buy it. It could be a billionaire like Elon Musk type that will probably buy YouTube in the future. And I'm telling you this, in 2024, all these billionaires that buy these networks or these companies that are in groups and all that stuff, and that Ukraine war is affecting their money and the inflation, you know what that means, right? That means they're going to sell this shit and they don't give a fuck. Okay? Tupler went through the same thing with the P-file charges, right? And we ain't gonna say the actual word. I said it a couple times loosely, but I'm gonna tone it down. The P-file charges, once they get the P-file charges to touching kids, right? Tupler ain't been the same. It died. The essence of the content ain't the same. It's over, okay? And that's what's gonna happen to Google and everything else. I'm sorry, man. These companies is going cold turkey. So everything is stream driven. Ain't nobody paying for shit. They'll just find another platform to populate. Get what I'm saying? But that's why we're in the world where we are now. If you understand what we're talking about, we understand that societies is changing. And I told you 2024 is going to be a hell of a year. And the reason I do this type of content and understand what's going on, a lot of these podcasts are going to be the norm. That's the modern day media. That's the modern day messaging or whatever it is. Like, when you talk about sports, it's nothing really on, because really MLS is on, Wilmington is on, and what else is on? It's a lot of stuff is on. I bet it's rugby and a lot of stuff that deals with the outside weather. Temperatures is rising in the Western Europe, is heating up, and they don't have it, and they're just passing out. And it's been up and down, like here in Georgia. Like, yeah, it's been hot lately. It's been hot lately down here, and it's been good. So I've been chilling, just looking at the sports world and see. And shouts out to the LDBC community, Lions Den basketball community. Salute to them brothers doing the good work as always, and I support them. I'm sorry, that's my thing, that's my lane. It ain't nothing really much on YouTube, no way. I just keep it pushing and all this other stuff, and the nigga shit is dead to me. I don't care about the drama shit. And I know I heard the prophet was going in on the so-called ministry dudes. Like a lot of people get emotional, bro. And Fittinelli, man, he got bodied by Amazing Luke. So I gotta talk about this shit. Mr. Fittinelli, so-called not so fantastic, man. When are you gonna stop going on panels, man? Y'all, you need to tap out, nigga. Nigga, you need to tap out. Man, you got bodied by Tommy. You cried on Ramil's shit at the LBM Coliseum, the Logical Black Men Coliseum. That's what it stands for, LBM Coliseum. Mr. Fittinelli got body every time, bro. He got to stop trying to say, I'm loud in the room. And Amazing Lucas and his goons trolled the shit out of Fittinelli, and Fittinelli had to tap out. He's too big for that, being loud and arrogant. Just dumb. Arrogant and dumb. And then he said he got divorced. And what did he say? What she call him? Teddy? Is that his real name? Man, like I said, he doxed himself. No, he exposed himself. He told himself his real name was Teddy. I said, okay, Teddy. Like Teddy Roosevelt. He looking like Teddy, a dark version of Bart. I'm calling him Teddy Simpson. They said, who's Teddy Simpson? AKA Mr. Fittinelli. He looked like Teddy Simpson. Get it? Teddy Roosevelt to Bart Simpson. I call him Teddy Simpson. I took his name in this name plate. He don't like when I name play. See, he can't stand my ass because of the George Floyd shit. That's why I gave him that name, the nickname. And that pisses him off. That pisses him off because he know he's a clown. Like these other clown niggas ain't got no life, bro. Like they clowning you forever, bro. But yeah, man. But everybody's going to ham right now. But it's just what it is, man. Amazing Lucas bodied him, man. Do I like Amazing Lucas? No, I don't. I think his content is trash like everybody else. But he destroyed Mr. Fittinelli. Now I agree with him. Anybody destroyed that nigga gets my respect on the tail end. I'm sorry, but that's just the way it goes, man. Like we see this a lot. We see this a lot all the time. I know people just don't deal with me personally, but because when we do content over here, we just talk about a little bit of everything. But shouts out to everybody, man. Shouts out to the people that's supporting these streams, whatever. People come in and out. So it's like the 27-minute mark. We got the next hour. I'll end it in 2 to 3 minutes because I got things to do. I gotta watch certain watch latest. Got to catch up. Move around a lot. I got to finish up what I was doing, and I ain't gonna be on here too long because if I did 2 hours, I had to write something what's going on. Because Thursday Thrills in the summer is usually light. I usually do Thursday Thrills all the time, but I do it in the summer. But in the spring of last year, I did the daily Thursday news. I did that last year. That was just a spoof what I was trying to do. That was an idea show. I was hanging with certain individuals, and then they flaked on you, and that happens. It's a combination of egos, and we just fell out, and that's what it was. But if y'all ask me about it, I ain't gonna speak on it. All right, I spoke on it subliminally through shots at certain individuals over there, but I'm over here being myself. You know what I'm saying? But it's mainly I try to figure that out as the time go on. So you got to look at these things. That's just bottom line. I know a lot of people say, why are you throwing shots at the DJ? Well, he's a prophet. He's a prophet of game. Game, a lot of say game exists. Game exists based off if you're doing something. And a lot of people say, God should never be nonchalant. In this day and time, you have to. I agree with that. You don't have to do nothing. Being nonchalant is the way. But Nate's not going to tell you the truth. Nate's a player. He's going by he's teaching the women. And I'm telling the guys, just be nonchalant. Don't pay. If you're paying for it. I don't pay. I don't pay to play. I don't do that shit. Fuck out of here. I ain't wasting no money on no individual. It's not worth that. See, they looking for a cash crowd. Don't marry these things. They've been destroyed. That's what they do. Now, if you want an old, go for the older ones. But most people are not going to ones around our age group. They're losers. They easy to clown. That's why it's easy to talk about them. They said, "Can a woman cheat on you?" On the last part, what dude said, Craig said on the other show I watched, he said, "It don't matter about the size of the man's between the legs, the dick size." He's saying she could cheat on you with the same sex. So if you let her and you treat her as like whatever, buying her gifts as entertainment, don't let a female's entertainment ruin the relationship. She has her own entertainment. If she wants to be entertained, she can go on the internet. She's got TV, she's got Netflix, she's got all that. If you're in a relationship, what I would do, she has her own entertainment. When I dated my ex years ago, I have never told the story about my ex, right? Her name was Ashley, right? She had her own entertainment. Now, when we talked to each other, we text and talk. We met in person. We met at the workplace, which was wrong by me. We was too young, though. I cut that thing off at 21, but I never told the story. But recently, I remember she had her own shit. That's the only thing I remember in my relationship. I did too. I had my own entertainment. She was jealous that I was playing other things, and that wasn't no business. I was young then. I didn't give a fuck. And I'm the same guy. I have not changed. I'm not gonna let what a female tell me what to do. If I get in a relationship, she gotta have her own hobbies. I got mine. Okay, that's what I do on the side. But I am capable of getting to work and have something stable. Because that's just mainly what I want. It's my own stability. But she don't want that. She wants the money, and right now she's more into those that's brainwashed by the whoredom, the harlotry, than what you say, and then the idolatry of things. If she's in church, a lot of people said, if she's in church, they try to say church is good. No, it's not. Church is a whorehouse. She's getting blasted by another dude. Okay, I'm let that sink in. She's going to serve idolatry, but in a whorehouse. Let that sink in. That's why it's not worth dating these ones in the church, or if she's one of those that deals with the idolatrous religions. The children of Israel, y'all need to hear this too. If you're dealing with a woman that's in idolatry, it's not worth it. She's not like-minded. You remove yourself, but find someone that cares about what your lifestyle is, and if they serve y'all, that's even better. Because most of our women is brainwashed. Society has to collapse first before that happens. The only way that's going to happen, you got to look at the big picture. I wouldn't marry nobody right now, not at this state. I mean, it's okay to marry somebody, but I'm not going to be in somebody's religion and do that. I might have to do that in the courthouse. And it's all about paperwork. But at this point, I'm not into it right now. I'm not even a Christian. But marriage is tough. It's work. But I'm not really married, I'm not saying, but if I ever get, it's gonna be what it is. But but I'm not trying to marry for, a lot of people marry for love and some people marry for business. I don't care about that business shit. Fuck out of here with that. I don't preach that. I don't care about that. I don't want nobody like that. Because if she's ran through and she acts like she's holding it down, you cut her off immediately. You treat her as a prostitute that she is. It's not worth it, man. It's not worth it. It's not worth the headache to just argue with somebody like that. Because a lot of these females, they just want the cachet. They don't want anything else. The sexual drive is there. Y'all just got to stop believing in the BS that y'all hear, man. I just don't really take this thing seriously. I just want people to understand that this world is corrupt anyway. See, the sentence of Esau done got y'all believing in idolatry so bad. And I understand. I understand that y'all don't really understand. And that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing because now y'all hosts will bless y'all with the knowledge. Oh, my throat. And that's what you got to look forward to. And that's what you got to have. But that's the whole point, man. Like you just got to look at the big picture. Let me see something real quick. Yeah, I'm sick. I was playing a little Fallout and a lot of stuff. Gaming wise, I'm good. I like this game called Hired Gun. It's a good game with the dog and stuff. You can customize. A lot of people try to say this game, Chad. This game is awesome. I enjoy every bit of it. It's awesome to me. Deals with technology, cybernetics. That game is good. Focus Entertainment is a good publishing company, but they got good developers. That game sold a lot of. It's okay. I tried the Evil West last year around Christmas time. That was my Christmas game, and I got that game in the library. And that game is awesome. I like Evil West. Evil West is awesome. That's another game too. I might have to upload that if I like Outer Worlds. I gotta see what Atomic Heart's about. I don't know if I'm gonna purchase it or not. I'm skeptical of it, but they said it's pretty good. I'm gonna try Outer Worlds. I'm gonna see if that's any count. If I like that game, I'm gonna keep that one instead. And then I'll upload Evil West. But you look at what's going on, you got this stuff going on. They call him Delight Howard is he said he called him Delight. Dwight, the alleged Friday night. Delight, they call him Delight Howard being sued. Shouts out to LB, man. He's on fire with this one. He said the amazing fruitcake, amazing Lucas. Yeah, he's a same sexual too, but he cooked Fit Nelly. You know y'all call him that, but Fit Nelly cooked him, man. That's Marcellus Wiley. It is what it is. She said, "Come now." Man, ain't nobody watching that weak pineapple show. I watched it last night. Now she got one tonight. Shit is garbage. Come on, Rumble. Come on, Rumble Young. It's time to take y'all to school. He got Wu Tang up there. 10 a.m. Oh, they got an episode. Cameron got an episode and got Paul Pierce. Okay. 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 I gotta check that out. It's a lot going on. Tutti Frutti Booty. Uh-oh. Tutti Frutti. They call him the white said, he's a Tutti Frutti. They making fun of Dwight Howard, man. Talk Heavy. Yeah, yeah. I'll look at Talk Heavy on the big screen. I can't right now because I'm doing my thing. So yeah, because when you talk about it, yeah, yeah, it's a lot to watch, yo. Man, I got a lot of things to watch. On my watch latest, man. It's awesome, man. A lot of awesome content. But a lot of people just get caught up on the shit. But everybody's talking about Dwight Howard. They call him Delight. He is Delight. Delight Howard. Woo! Delight Howard. Man, I tell you, man, like a lot of people just get caught up on the shit. They just don't really care. But I know 40 minutes in, but everybody's tripping on Thursday Thrills and all that. But yeah, no, Thursday Thrills is what it is. I know people don't really care for live stream. It's been dry. People are not into the drama and they hating. Everybody's got other streams to look at. That's cool. That's cool. And I know people are in and out. I'm in and out all the time, but that's cool. But y'all not here a lot. See, I used to have that buzz and people just get tired. But when you talk about drama about women and stuff, everybody don't want to hear it. But that's true. But it's pathetic though. That's why live streams died. It peaked in 2021 where everybody was doing live streams in pandemic mode. It lasted for like a year. Like 2020 was something. It exploded in 2021. Everybody was getting viewership. If you notice, the views went up in 2021. By the next year, the views dipped in 2022. And I'll tell you why it dipped. It's a combination of a lot of things. You had a lot of trolls, a lot of idiots fucking up streams, all that stuff, right? But normally, why are they dipping? It done got dry. Rule changes. Look at this year. Garbage. It's gonna be garbage next year. Why you think I'm gonna pre-record? Then, if I have a microphone that's solid, that's how, and then and turn into a Premiere live stream, and then I just check the channel out. Not gonna argue with people about views and stuff like that. That's gonna be a minute. Because when you start participating off panels and stuff, I think people try to say you're gonna campaign. I'm not trying to campaign on my channel. I'm not doing that. Y'all come find me. Y'all know where to find me. So I'm not gonna argue with nobody and just do interviews and try to say I'm not with that. I'm not with that because a lot of people they just get caught up on subliminal shit. But when you're on the site, it's dying, bro. Been on YouTube for like over decades. I've been on this thing since 2007 when I lost my channel in 2012. This channel is my second channel because I built it off of certain principles and things like that. And I understand when you're battling the descendants of Esau, you're basically destroying your product. So your product is not selling. So your product is not selling. That's the thing. Your product is not going to sell well when they involved. Especially you see in the rap industries and things that they own and other businesses and technology, they're going to come at you sideways. So I understand why people do what they do. And I'm glad I went this route of I started this last year, but going this route. And this route has actually been good for me. Now I'm doing it myself and it's working. And the views is slightly up, but it's the internet. I haven't been doing this type of format for years. I should have came a little earlier, probably somewhere around 2019 when I was going through it. I would have got more views and subscribers. But here's the thing: I don't really need them. They come and go. I always get new ones if they found something interesting. If I participate in someone's comment section, they look at your channel, then it goes up. It's not really much. It's not really much. And sometimes the pandemic views are dangerous. That one we had was dangerous. Views went up, and then I had a lot, lost some inches, and I'm good. There's a bunch of trolls watching my channel, but that happens. A lot of trolls watching my channels, and they gave up on me. and it's just really we really look at it. It was interesting that Albert mentioned about sleep apnea. Yes, it can be hereditary. Yes, it can be weight related. I never had that problem. I get tired and drained because I don't get enough sleep, but I do get enough sleep when I get off here. I sleep like 4 to 6 hours a day, and I usually do that. A lot said that's not healthy. No, technically that is. If you sleep like 8 hours and you don't sleep sound, that's unhealthy. A lot of people say you can die in your sleep. Yeah, you can if you're sleeping unhealthy. Like I try to tell you, 8 hours and 12 hours sleep. A lot of people say that's healthy. That's not really healthy if you think about it. Depends on your diet. It's not really healthy. If you're depressed round, you sleep 8 hours. And the psychologist told me this years ago when I was on the medication. I got off of it at 2013. Not 20. Was it 2013? No, not 2013. 2011. When I was 23, I got it off at 23. But at 2011, he was saying that people get depressed real easily and they think about weird thoughts and stuff. That's why you got to be careful with that, especially if you develop sleep apnea. If you're in the military, it can affect you. It can affect you, and I've noticed that. And this guy's been in the military. That's probably why he got sleep apnea. Now he did it in school. That's hereditary. That's a problem. In the military, didn't help it. Just made it worse. Just made it worse. My sinus always want to act up when I'm streaming too long or whatever. It goes out of my right side. And a lot of it's gas and airways. They said, "Why you yawn so much? Yawn so much on your stream?" Sometimes it's the smoke, man. When you get the knowledge of the Yah of hosts, the Heavenly Father Yah, like my man said, he believes in Yahshua. I don't get into that, like or they say Jesus, but that we don't subscribe to that over here. The truth comes out. Smoke, knowledge, you're blowing smoke, and that's what it is. When you yawn, your brain gets that refill and that charge. But see, I have a lot of caffeine in my system. I'm up. Thank goodness. I can talk to y'all. I can talk to y'all. So basically, I'm just looking at it like this. Most people just gonna do what they're gonna do. And when they get on these live streams, they just act crazy and then they be on these lifestyles. Now, recently I found this the 4chan frog channel, the troll channel called what's it called? Trip Kick. Man, he got some funny ass content. This one thing, what she calls herself Pebs, talking about controller, right? These channels that you see that do these crazy live stream stuff, it gets kind of stale. Let's see what this hole look like. Yeah, y'all ain't talking about nothing. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. He talking about Kwame Brown bus life. Yeah, it's bad out here, man. It's bad out here, but you see the big picture in a minute. But yeah, you blow smoke, and then when you have the knowledge, it just comes out. But when you're doing a lot of live stream, what did I talk about? Pebs and that trip kick or whatever is like this channel, like he exposed a lot. And this Zaya dude, he's like some type of Dominican, but he's on those clout chasing channels. And when they get on these channels, they go crazy and they be screaming and yelling, asking donations. And you got these bot trolls from they create Discord. Discord, I'm gonna tell you what Discord is. It's like a poor man's version of Reddit. The people that own Reddit owns Discord. That's why I didn't like it. I had to cut this shit off. A lot of people dox each other on there. I'm gonna tell you that right now. And I think that's why I looked at it and just cut it off completely. Why I left it. It's a combination of a lot of reasons why I left it. Because people's on that BS. Act like they own you and shit. They don't. I had to cut a lot of people off, and that's where the strife came from. But after that, I was done with it. Fuck Discord. That's a shitty format to rule. I just say it's garbage altogether. See, when the other people do it and the Edomites do it, they go in hard on people. That's why I say fuck the whole thing altogether. Anything that's Reddit like, I'm not fucking with it. 4chan, a lot of people's bitch made against 4chan. 4chan is where it's at. They know the trolling. They go after and throw shots. And 4chan, like I said, 4chan is not bad. No, 4chan is a form of trolling, but it's sophisticated. But they do some dangerous shit too. They got the viewership. They say little soft trolling. We'll see. Soft trolling is king. Always remember that. And you could disrespect someone's name and throw it back at them. See what the trolling and the doxing, that shit with the Discord is bitch made. By the way, you just a bitch hide behind of a website and y'all ain't gonna really do shit and be about it. Y'all pussies. Nobody respects Discord and Reddit. Y'all soft. It's ran by nerds, man. Suckers that barely hit somebody in the face. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't respect these sites like that. And that's why they always get clapped up with the bullets years ago. But we ain't gonna get into that. I ain't gonna get into the barbarism of the internet and internet violence. That happens all the time. I was on that tip 2012 with this agent that tried to knock our group out, and that's what happened. But this channel stand the test of time. It's battle tested, everything. They tried everything, they failed. I'm gonna say what the hell I want to say, but I ain't gonna say too much. I done said enough. I was the pioneer of all that. I made these channels what they are. And these channels are nothing without me. There's certain channels I help explode and help innovate it. Even my channel was innovated based off back in the day with the views I got with the historical stuff. I talked about a lot of things. I didn't say what I need to say. I just need, if I made another channel, it's going to be basically sports and politics. This channel is strictly current events. Current events is where it's at. And I talk a little bit in-depth politics, but bring science behind it. But you got a lot of people just going to hate on me regardless with this channel because they know my reputation with this channel, what I do. I got it like that. That's all. And I look at it for what I was saying is, it's basically, I just don't follow the crowd. I don't follow the nigga crowd because the nigga crowd is trash. They can say what the fuck they want to say. And then, I know a lot of people hate on me for real. And I know people don't like me on YouTube. So I've learned to understand it, and I don't really give a fuck. I'm too nonchalant on here, and I don't care. That's why I say what I say, and then I get off here. Playback is where it's at. When I first started doing this, the hatred is there. It's there. It's there for a reason. And I love it. Like, y'all proving my point. When people stop sharing your shit, I know where people stand at. That's why I support the LDBC. When they talk about sports and actual shit, I go in a chat room, that's good. But I know they don't watch me. They don't have to. It ain't in their interest. They got platforms and they got talent like that. I could have done the same thing. They support me. If I put somebody in the title, I do recording, all that. That's easy to do. I'll get away from a lot of people like that. Yeah, I put Damian Lillard and put those guys talk about the story. We all talk about the same thing, but I'm not gonna talk about the same thing. See, it's a lot of copycatting on YouTube. I don't do that copycat shit. I do my own shit. I know people don't like it, but that's the best way to do it. See, I'm a long term evergreen thinker. See, they said, why you call yourself Sir Evergreen? Well, I'm evergreen, period. I'm going based off the recent statistical stats that I've done that built my platform. So that's basically what I'm seeing that's going down. See, YouTube died a long time ago. I try to tell y'all, Google killed it. Now Google's dying along with it, and now they're about to sell it in the future. They said they ain't gonna sell YouTube. Yes, they can. Look what happened to Twitter. When somebody sold Twitter to somebody to Musk, and Musk bought that shit, he owns Twitter now. See what I'm saying? The metaverse and that Threads didn't last long. Threads is trash. I don't use Threads. If you delete Threads and if you have an Instagram account, that goes too. You might as well not need Threads and just get an Instagram account. What's the point? Zuckerberg made a bad investment. So apparently, you're screwed either way. Get what I'm saying? You're screwed either way. That's the whole point. Now I'm trying to tell y'all, why even bother into mentioning that? Then you have problems and standards. Get what I'm saying? Like this stuff is very elementary to me. A lot of people just get caught up on the frivolous shit, and there they are. But I understand that people just don't like the fact that I'm telling this truth. And then, like I said, he can go to hours and speak. Yeah, I do this. I used to do a lot of live streams for hours. I did it for 10 hours once. The record I broke on my channel is 12 hours on a live stream. I've done it. Just watch my old streams, what I used to talk about. I haven't changed. The only thing I changed is how I get the information. But it comes back, the views still go up. It takes time. People have short-term memories. That's why they're narcissistic bot slaves. I'm gonna start using that terms. I won't say bot slaves. Botism. It's a lot of botism on the internet. I'm gonna actually make a series about that and write it down. I might have to do that on the vlog show. I might have to do that, and we'll do it weekly. Probably, I might start doing that Monday on the live stream. Botism. It's a lot of botism. And they said, what's botism, sir? Well, botism is real. It's a problem. And it's pathetic. That goes for both genders, man. Botism is dangerous. They get all types of nonsense, which you see on YouTube. And I've done a lot. And thank God my stream ain't been knocked out by no fucking, I guess I moved the internet box and it's working fine. And yes, it's working strong signal. Goodness gracious. Now, yeah, because I'm looking at Metal Gear Solid 24/7 by Weiss Network TV, and that's a good. I never was a fan of Metal Gear Solid. I'll tell you this, I'm not a fan of it like that. I mean, it's stealth, it's cool, but I've never got into it like that. It's just what it is. But it's not a bad game, but it's a good series. People like it. I never got into it. I know the lore of Snake and all them, and it's pretty much crazy. But it is what it is, man. Yeah, because I'm on my shit. I'm on my the BS, but whatever. Yeah. I'm just looking at what I got. This power armor and stuff like that. I gotta see Outer Wars review. I'll check it one day. And I just gotta watch the stuff and watch laters and then just look at what's what. Yeah, I'm just gonna look at my home screen for a minute. I'm just gonna look at something real quick. I'll just look at something real quick. Catch the search. Inside. I'll look at something. want to say inside. Yeah, 2K23. Oh Lord, ain't nobody playing that. 2K17. That's 2K17. 2K17 was something else. Okay. It's not available here by three. So it's actually one of the best 2K games I've played. It's for everyone. Touched by 2K. Visual Concepts is developed by Visual Concepts. Okay. Sports category. Yeah, I used to play 17. 2K17 was awesome, man. That game was something else. I had a custom character on there and just did it. Yeah, you can play the GM mode and all that stuff. It's all cool. But that my career was something else at the time. Yeah, logos. I was refunded. Oh, it freezes a lot on the Xbox. It freezes on PlayStation. No, it's a good game, but it keeps freezing. Yeah, see, freeze and fix. Press start on the NBA. Click manage and game go down and saves and press start and reserve space. That's bad on Xbox. Okay, I see. Xbox got a lot of glitches, problems. There's NBA Jam. What's NBA Jam? NBA Jam. I'm just looking at the shit that they got. Oh, NBA Jam is something else. Yeah, yeah. It's EA and all that. Okay. NBA Live. Let's see what's going on. NBA Live 14. Kyrie's with the Cavs. That ain't on there no more. It's a lot of it's NBA Playground 2, Playgrounds. It ain't all that. NBA Live 18. Ain't nobody doing that. 2K22. Ain't nobody doing that. There's 23. They gonna shut that shit down. You gotta play 24. I ain't playing that. There's 16, there's 15 live. Yeah, NBA done fell off. Uh so that's a no go. Hoop and basket. Who the fuck? Hoop and basket. Mini game studio. Somebody one starred. Damn. Woo. They giving y'all a hard time. See, we don't. Yeah, basketball's dead, bro. Basketball video games is dead. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. It's actually dead. It's actually dead. Let's look at something. I want to see if they got arena football. Was that just PlayStation 2? I want to see if it's on 360 because sometimes you get that stuff. Yeah. Yeah. I'll talk to y'all about it. Hold on for a minute. Give me a couple more minutes. So when it gets to the 4 minute mark, I'm gonna end it. I'm gonna check this out and let y'all go. Y'all enjoy your night. Because I ain't gonna stay on here too long, but arena football. Let's see what they got up here. That's what arena football resort to. The AFL. I used to love the AFL. It died. Yeah, they turned into a show. What's Outer Worlds thinking? Down Outer Worlds. I'm trying to save some money. Get everything. Okay. You get all that. Okay, that's what I want. Yeah. All right. Shouts out to Mike and everybody that's watching. I'll see y'all on the Thursday Thrills, the 67th edition. Signing off, and the people that Skywatch that came earlier. Appreciate y'all, man. That's all I wanted to talk about. But yeah, I talked about a little drama. Until next time, the people of Israel pray to the east. As always, shalom to you. Pray to the Most High Yah. As always, until next time, and I'm out.